All right, I'm streaming now. I'm here now. I'm a little late. I'm damn near 30 minutes late, but I'm here though. I am here, and how's everybody doing? Ready to chop it up as we always do? Okay, let me move this one out the way. Install the relaunch. Let me move that over a little bit. All right, how's everybody doing, man? Let me make sure that I'm live right now. Let me make sure I'm streaming live like I'm supposed to be. Okay. What is going on with the family? What is happening? We are here. Let me refresh my page because I don't see what's popping right now. All right. Where we at? Where we at? Where we at? All right. Okay. Just refreshing the page, making sure everything is good. How's everybody doing? What's going on with the chat room? All right. Let me make sure that the chat room and everything is sounding good and looking good. Make sure all my mods are in here. What's up, Patricia Jenkins? Patricia, I'm going to make you a mod. I'm going to make you a mod. A lot of the names that I see, that's kind of familiar. What's up, Glambell TV? Some of these names that's familiar, I'm going to make them mods. What's up, Ola? Ola's in the house. Let me see who we got. Now, some of y'all I can't mod up because your name ain't been around for a long time. Let me see some of these names that I'm familiar with. What's up, POV Hilarious D? What's up, a goddess Navi? So we got some good mods in here that's gonna hold it down, so that's good. All right. So what's happening out here in the streets, man? Let me look up in the chat room. Yeah, people are coming on in the room now. What's up, Miss Braxton? Yeah, the family's coming on through. That's good. Had a good productive weekend. I hope you guys had a good productive weekend. Hope you guys were prosperous. I hope you guys were progressive. And I hope you guys put your best effort forward to replace the system of white supremacy with the system of justice. Shout out to London. Shout out to my people from London. What's up, Butter Love? Shout out to the family. But we're here chilling. You know what's I did my broadcast this Friday. One thing I didn't mention, y'all know they're having the E3 conference, and you know a lot of the white supremacists were afraid that I was coming up there. And what's funny, and I talked about this on Instagram Live, the LAPD called me last week. Well, yeah, last week. And we're talking about my case, you know, nothing much about it because they're not really doing anything. But they asked me a random question. The detective asked me a random question. He was like, oh, yeah, by the way, you going to the E3 conference? What the fuck you asking me that for? No, I don't plan on it, you know. So basically what they were doing, they were like giving me a warning to, like if I go up there, you know, they already got the lookout on me. You know what I'm saying? That was real weird. That was weird that the detective, you're supposed to be investigating my case where your officers were sent to my damn house. And you're asking me, yeah, that was a real weird question. It kind of threw me back. I'm like, what the fuck is he asking me about this for? Yeah, it was him. It was definitely him. Yeah, it was definitely him. Yeah, it was definitely him. I mean, I met the detective. I actually met him. He came to my house. So, you did? But that was real weird. You know, and this is why, you know, we got to understand that a lot of times law enforcement, yeah, they're definitely watching my social media. That's 100% accurate. They're definitely watching my social media. But we got to understand, family, that a lot of these people in law enforcement are in cahoots with these white supremacists. They are 100% in cahoots with them. That's just a reality. You understand? And, hold on. Hold on one second. They're in cahoots with these folks. You know, out there in Charlottesville, they had to use social media. People on social media had to help get the white supremacists prosecuted. They didn't want to prosecute those white supremacists out there who were killing people in Charlottesville. They understand these white supremacists committed a murder. They killed somebody out there. Charlottesville is very important. I want y'all to really study Charlottesville and don't dismiss it. We oftentimes will dismiss stuff because the white supremacists will dismiss it. But it was people on social media that helped prosecute those white supremacists out there. But what's interesting, a lot of the black victims, when it was a couple of black people who were victimized, the police had no problem locking them up or putting charges on them. There were two people that the police out there in Charlottesville put charges on. They put charges on. The one brother who got beat down by the white supremacists. The brother got his head split. They charged that brother. And the other brother who used a cigarette lighter and a spray can as a torch to get the white supremacists off of him, they charged that brother. And from what I understand, I think they gave the brother a year in jail for disorderly conduct. And understand, that brother, a white supremacist shot at him. The brother with the torch, with the spray torch, they charged him and convicted him for disorderly conduct. And a white supremacist shot at that dude. The white supremacist who shot at him, his only charge was not attempted murder. His charge was firing a gun 1,000 feet from a school. I mean, they gave him a slap on the wrist charge. Law enforcement, they're in cahoots with these folks. You understand? This is why they're so passive about it. This is why we got to get our lawyer game together. This is why we got to get brothers out here who are lawyers to really be on top of their game to let us know what the deal is. And we got to have access to thorough lawyers so we can start hitting people civilly. You understand? But that whole, you know, and I don't want to keep talking about it because I've talked about it enough, but this whole swatting thing that happened to me, understand that was not a swatting. That was attempted murder. I'm going to keep saying that because that's exactly what it is out here in Los Angeles and in Pasadena. That's a suburb of Los Angeles. A few years ago, something like that happened to another young brother out here named Tariq Nasheed in Pasadena. Some, I assume, presumably it was a suspected white supremacist, called the police and said that this brother, who was completely innocent, and he was 19 years old, young brother, somebody called up and said that he stole a backpack, and the police were told that the man was armed, that he had a gun. And the dude who called the police, Oscar Carrillo, one of these white supremacist Hispanics, a Hispanic white supremacist, Oscar Carrillo, that's the person who called 911. But he called up and said that he was robbed at gunpoint. He deliberately lied to the police. Now, this Oscar Carrillo guy, and I don't think he's ever been charged for lying. Now, I think the family, the city of Los Angeles or the city of Pasadena had to pay off the family. But the police showed up and killed his brother. This guy got on the phone and lied and said that this Tariq Nasheed robbed him at gunpoint, which he didn't. The brother didn't have a gun. It was a completely innocent brother. Because of this lie that this random asshole got on the phone with the police and said, the police came and just blew the brother away. I mean, this brother had never been in trouble. You know, they kept this case on the low. Look up Kendrick McDade. Kendrick McDade out here in L.A. You dig? Same thing with Tamir Rice. That's exactly what they did to Tamir Rice. That's the exact same thing they did to him. So understand that law enforcement, they're in cahoots with these people. They're 100% in cahoots with these people. And they encourage these types of lies, so that will give them justification to go in blazing. See, and they're deliberately trying to use this swatting thing as a way to minimize and dismiss the seriousness of it. They keep trying to frame the narrative as a prank. It's not a prank. Law enforcement, they're in on it with these dudes. That's the way they can go around the law. They can go around the Constitution. They can go around getting a warrant. They can go around having due process. The police will say, well, we got a call that he was armed, so we were just acting accordingly to the call. We got a call that he had bombs in his house, so we had to run up in Tariq Nasheed's house with no warrant. You know, we were just doing our job. They're not innocent, family. These people are not innocent. They're in cahoots with these online white supremacists and people who make these false calls. This is why these people who make these false calls, they have to start being identified. You understand, family? We got to start getting on our identification game. We got to start identifying people and finding out who they are, where they are, and having receipts on them so that we can levy charges against them and we can know who the white supremacists are among us. Black people, we got to stop being so dismissive about stuff. Down there in Memphis, the story that's been trending big today, there was another case of a suspected white supremacist abusing black children. Did you see the video? This white lady had 2 black children in dog cages in the back of a damn trunk. I mean, that really pissed everybody off, and it pissed me off too. And social media kept the fire up under that ass. And they had to arrest this woman, and they had to charge her with child endangerment. Now, understand, this happened down in Memphis. Now, remember, like a week or so ago, I talked about another case in Memphis where these suspected white supremacists adopted these black children and left this little black 1-year-old baby in a car all day where she died. And that really pissed me off. And they didn't charge the dude. It was like, oops, a mistake. They did not charge the dude. This baby died right there in Memphis. And there are cases around the country where black people, and I said this before, if a black person leaves their child in the car and go fill out a job application, the black person gets charged. It was the other case in Nashville. Okay, it was in Tennessee. It was in Tennessee. It wasn't Memphis. It was Nashville. My bad. That happened with the baby who was left in the car. My bad. I thought it was Memphis, but I know it was Tennessee. But fuckery is going on down there in Tennessee. The white supremacists are living up to their Confederate roots. You notice how lenient they're trying to be with these white supremacists? This is why down there in Tennessee, they're so comfortable doing little slick shit to black people, especially black youths. Just like the dude, the white supremacists who did that mass shooting at the Waffle House. Notice they will not frame the narrative of him being a white supremacist, which there's so much evidence of him being a white supremacist. And that shooting was a targeted racial shooting. He went to the Waffle House for a reason. He knew that black people would be there after the club. And remember, when he did that mass shooting and they arrested him, They gave his ass bail. And people started tripping on that. Then the next day they had to revoke the bail. So we got to understand how we're being attacked from all sides. Up there in Chicago, a little 10-year-old black child got gaffled up by the police. He was innocent. They used the same thing. Well, you fit the description. That's the thing. You fit the description. And they gaffled him up to the point where the little boy was peeing on himself. He was so terrified. Black people, we're going to have to act like you are in war. You're going to have to act like you're in warfare. You're in war. You're in a war right now. You're going to have to act like you're in war. That means, understand, when you go outside the house, your life is in danger. Even inside the house, as you see what happened with me. Even inside your house. I don't want y'all to miss that. Inside your house, the race soldiers can come barging in your spot and you could have done nothing. You could be completely innocent. All that, we just got to pull up our pants. We just got to stop the black on black crime. In a system of white supremacy, they can come up with a reason. Shout out to James McClary. Shout out to you, brother. They can come up with any bogus reason to run up in your house without a warrant, throwing the Constitution out the door. That's how the white supremacists rock. They come up with ways to target us. You dig? Cooning it up ain't gonna help you. Bug dancing ain't gonna help you. Bed bucking ain't gonna help you. Bed winching ain't gonna help you. You understand? Just act like you in war. That's why when the race soldiers pulled me out my house, I was calm and cool. I wasn't tripping. I understand war. I understand. I expect it. I'm not out there, oh Lord, why are you doing it to me, Lord Jesus? This is fucked up. I'm gonna call Benjamin Crump. We got to get off that surprise shit, like we shocked, and understand. Let's stop being surprised. Let's stop being shocked. Understand, you need to prepare yourself every single day. That's real talk, goddess, and handle it like a boss. And when I was doing an interview with the news, they kept talking about how surprised they saw how calm I was. Because I wasn't shaking and twitching and scratching and crying. And forgiving. Oh, Lord, I know they did it to me, Lord Jesus. I forgive them, Lord. The Lord know they hard, baby. You know, that's what they expect from Negroes. You dig? But we have to expect that. At any given moment, any time of the day, you should always be prepared for an attack from the white supremacists. From either way. That's why you got to prepare yourself. You dig? Yeah, act like a POW behind enemy lines. That's what Neely Fuller says. You are a POW behind enemy lines. You understand? Yeah, Peanut's coping with it okay. You dig? And yeah, we still getting a little threats from the white supremacists. That's why, you know, we got the security detail strong. We got the security detail strong. You know, we've been practicing more at the gun range, as you can see. You dig? Coonbot is at the office. Where can you buy this shirt? You can get this shirt at 1804movie.com. I think that's where you can get it. 1804movie.com. I think. Let me double check. Where can you get this shirt? Let me double. I have so many websites. Hold on. Let me double check. Let me make sure. Or you can get it at TariqElite.com. But let me double check. Let me see. 1804 movie. Yeah. No. You get it at TariqElite.com. This is where you get this shirt. You can get it at TariqElite.com. 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 That's where you can get this Ogun shirt. TariqElite.com. That's where you can get it. Ladies and gentlemen. We should also stop pretending we have some top secret. Real talk. Yeah, I don't, yeah, that acting like there's, we don't have no top secret military muscle. We don't. And the white supremacists know that. You understand? Yeah, we got to get off that because we think there's nobody to call. We think we're going to call in the black army or the black, no, there's no black army, whatever. You're the army. You understand? You are the black army. You got to look in the mirror. You're the soldier. That's what in the movie 1804. And y'all really got to study that. Speaking of 1804, go study 1804. That's what our sister talked about, Biana Bello. She talked about how the before the revolution got kicked off, there was some Negroes who were scared. Oh Lord, what are we gonna do? Who's gonna fight for it? Lord Jesus, we just can't beat them. They just they so strong. And she said that the Haitian leaders were like, hey, look, God put the spirit of Ogun through us. God put the spirit of Vodun through us, the African spirit through us. You are the soldier. You are the leader. You are the military. Yeah? You have everything at your disposal to be prosperous. And they put that spirit in everybody, and they defeated these people militarily. You understand? But we got to understand that. We got to stop being afraid. We got to stop being fearful. And one thing, we got to stop allowing these people to harm our children. Now that suspected white supremacists who had those black children in the trunk of the damn car in a kennel, now she's been arrested, but reports are saying that she's the kid's grandmother. So I'm trying to see the association. They said, because a lot of people thought that was the adopted mother, but some people say she was the grandmother. And she admitted to driving around with the kids in the damn dog kennel in the back of the car because, and her excuse was, there was no room in the back seat. That's some bullshit, by the way. Her excuse was there was no room in the back seat. If you don't get the fuck out of here with that bullshit, look, as a kid, I rode in a crowded car, folks. When it was too crowded, we sat on people's laps. All right? There's always room. You don't put nobody in a damn dog kennel. That's a bullshit excuse. That's her excuse. Yeah, take the cages out. Fuck you mean ain't no room? You take the damn cages out. But go look it up. That's her excuse. That's her excuse. But the lady's name is Lemome Cheeks. That's her name. Lemome Cheeks. That's her name. And I did a little research on this lady. And this lady, she works at FedEx down there, by the way. She works at FedEx down there. And from what I understand, she has, she got money from like some farm subsidies. So I think she might have a farm down there or something. Because I've been, I dig into folks' background. So this Lemome lady who had those babies in the damn dog thing, she's gotten tens of thousands of dollars for like farmland subsidies. So I'm like, does she have a farm? And if she has a farm, is she making the black kids work on the farm like her little slaves? Because the white supremacists, they do little shit like that. They do little goofy ass shit like that. And they target kids, and they know they can get away with harming a child because they're going to get a slap on the wrist. Have y'all heard about the case? I think it's in South Carolina where there was a white supremacist who was charged with having a black man enslaved. There was, I think the black man might have mental issues or whatever, but he had this black dude since he was 12 working in his restaurant for free, I think, as a cook. And, I mean, he's had him there for years. And he's been berating this man and talking down to him and calling him racial epithets. And one of the customers at the restaurant recognized this, and they called the police. Yeah, this is in South Carolina. This dude had, yeah, his worker, but it was like he kept him in like a little shack somewhere. And like he had a slave. This dude had a slave. And yeah, the black man clearly has mental issues, but this is where I say black family. What the fuck? Black family. Y'all, we can't be this disconnected where we can't find our relatives in the same town. This dude is working and living as a slave in the same town, and y'all can't find this dude? Yeah, the guy was a slave since he was 12. So I'm looking at the damn family, black family. Black people, look. Because we got dysfunction within black family to the point they can just come in, take your children, and do whatever in 2018. Because some of these families are so damn dysfunctional. What's up, Charm? How are you, beloved? Yeah, that's real talk. They already look at us as animals anyway. But some of these black families are so dysfunctional because of the system of white supremacy. They can just come in and just take your kid and make him a slave, and you don't do nothing. You don't know nothing. You don't know what a kid is. I'm putting some of that on the family for even allowing that type of thing to happen, and y'all can't go find this brother, knowing that he has a mental issue. And there's probably other people in the family mentally fucked up. This is why, black family, we're going to have to stop the bullshit. We got to start getting the family structure where we have to get it. The black family structure has been reorganized by the white supremacists, and we're going to have to reject what they're bringing to us. What's up, Linda Anderson? How are you, beloved? We're going to have to start rejecting the stuff that white supremacy is bringing to us. Yeah, foster care, we really got to do something about that. Foster care, how they snatch these black babies out. And I keep hearing so many stories about how, you know, black kids get into the foster system, and it's a fucking nightmare. It is a damn nightmare. Black children, the minute they get into the system is just designed to further mistreat these black children. They fuck, really black children. The foster system in America is a slave system. These black kids be getting abused, molested nonstop. It's a horror show in these foster care systems. It's a goddamn horror show. You understand? This is why we got to have our shit tight. We got to have our communities tight. We got to start looking at family structure and building strong, functional families. Because when you build a family, you can build a community. When you build a community, you can build a neighborhood. You build a neighborhood, you can build a city. You build a city, you build a state. You build a state, you build a country. You build countries, you build empires. You dig? We got to start getting into the empire building game. And we got to start with functional families. Now understand, the white supremacists are always targeting us with ulterior lifestyle bullshit. They're always coming to us like, okay, look, y'all don't need no functional family. Y'all need to get with it. Y'all need to have a good transsexual in the family. You need to have 2 daddies. You need to have 2 mamas. It's okay if the son wears a dress. It's the white supremacists who come to us introducing the bullshit. It's them who come to us, and we got to stop accepting everything that they bring us. And we have to not accept their Negro minions like the fools at the Root and Ebony, all these people that's co-opted by the white supremacists who come to us with the agenda. You dig? That's something that we're going to have to reject. I mean, when it comes to us, it's always some experimental bullshit. You dig? And that's something that we're just going to have to reject. Yeah, the Root, Ebony, all that stuff. And I don't want to beat a dead horse because they're irrelevant at this point. But we got to understand why the white supremacist always sends their minions towards us. And we have to be able to discredit them and continue building with what we need to build with. You say separation is the answer. Let's be very clear, because we got to stop using catchphrases and cliches. Because I hear people say, man, we got to separate from this beast. Okay. Separate how and go where? See, we got to watch these words. We got to watch these words. When people start talking about we need to separate, okay. Separate how and separate where. And what are we going to separate? Are we going to physically separate? If we physically separate, where are we going to go? See, that's what we got to understand. Ain't no separate. Separate what? What you separating? And you say, well, we're going to go back to Africa. Have you been to Africa? And saw who's running everything there? You go to South Africa, white people are running that. The white supremacists are running that. You go to Namibia, the white supremacists are running that as a minority. You dig? Just throwing out cliche answers. There's no separate. Separate where? Even if you ask the white supremacists that, they can't give a real answer. Remember when I was debating Jared Taylor? He was talking about how the black IQ is all low and we're just genetically inferior. Okay. If we're genetically inferior and we just can't learn, Jared, what should be done with us? No. Don't start laughing, sir. That's a legitimate question. So what should be done with black folks? Well, we can send black people to the South, the southern states. We already live in the southern states. We lived there during slavery. We still have to deal with white supremacy. So where in the southern states are we going to live? And what are we going to do in these southern states? We're already living in the southern states. What are you talking about? Then they start trolling and deflecting. Okay, where are all my people and the people talking about separate? Go where? What are y'all talking about? Separate and go where? Nobody's given a good answer because there is no good answer. Go where? See, we got to start talking real. See, niggas start talking that Wakanda shit. You dig? Niggas want to talk that Wakanda. We're going to separate and we're going to go get some vibranium. Africa is our first home. Okay, where in Africa? Where in Africa are we going to go? We will go to Africa. Where in Africa? See, now let's talk. All right. We just say random shit. We're just going to go back to Africa. Now understand, many black people who are classified as black, we're indigenous to this land too, by the way. You understand? So where in Africa are you going to go? Ghana, Ethiopia. Okay, so when you go to Ghana and Ethiopia, where you going to stay? Have we worked out a deal with the president of Ghana? Because understand, are the Ghanaians open to this? Let's talk logistics. Okay, y'all talking about Ghana. Is the Ghanaian government creating an avenue for you to do that? Because nobody's really giving that major green light. You dig? Nobody's giving, Who in Africa has given you the green light to come over there in large numbers to live? Who? Come on. I've been all over Africa. This is why I'm talking from experience. Niggas talking from watching the Black Panther. What country in Africa has given black people the green light to come over in large numbers? Just come on through. You dig? None. Ghana has given the right to abode, but there's so much red tape behind that. There's a lot of red tape behind that. Ghana does not give you full citizenship. They give you the right to abode, but not full citizenship. And it's very difficult from what I understand. There's a lot of red tape, but no African country has given us the green light. You dig? So so we're trying to go over there. So you want to go there, and they line up, break their necks to get over here. You understand? You go to Ghana, they're trying to get over here. You go to African countries, they stand up out by the U.S. Embassy trying to get over here. You understand? So when you go over there, let's talk business. When you go over there, what are you going to do? So let's just say there's an African country that's going to say, hey, come on through. We'll let you come through. Come on through. So once you get there, let's say Ghana. Now, Ghana, they'll let you through. Okay, hypothetically, let's say you go over to Ghana. Now what you going to do? Now, how are you going to make a living in Ghana when there's already a lot of people over there, struggling as it is? They're already struggling over there. So now what are you going to do as far as income? You got to have the logistics. Let's see what this is. Hold on. Hello? Hello?
It's Jay Morrison.
What's up, Jay Morrison? How you doing, my brother?
Peace, King.
Man, so Jay, this is everybody. I got my man Jay Morrison on the phone. I wanted my brother to talk about the Tulsa investment program that's going on. A lot of folks are talking about that. The crowdfunding is doing great so far. A lot of people have questions about it. A lot of people are supporting. As a matter of fact, I supported it. I put something on it the other day to show my support. I got
my man,
no doubt.
My brother.
Yes, indeed. I put 20 shares on it, I think, and I think I'm gonna do some more pretty soon. But Jay, let everybody know what's the deal. What's the gist of the Tulsa funding program? What is it about?
All right. So Tulsa Real Estate Fund, which is code word Black Wall Street. We all know what Tulsa, Oklahoma was for our community and to our community. And for those who don't know, that was Black Wall Street, 36 square blocks of over 2,000 businesses and homes, all 100% black owned, that was bombed and burned and massacred on June 1st of 1921.
Yes.
So in paying homage to that community and wanting and having the mission and calling to build Black Wall Street districts and models throughout the country, we named our fund Tulsa Real Estate Fund, which is the first 100% black owned Reg A Tier 2 real estate investment crowd fund in the history of this country. And we launched our IPO last Friday. Well, all that fancy talk means is we're an economic vehicle where we can pool our own resources. We're offering 1 million shares of our company to the general public at $50 per share, minimum investment 10 shares, which is $500.
Right.
It's a way for us to all do that thing we've been saying we want to do, pool our dollars together, buy back the block, build Black Wall Street, group economics, unify, all those hashtags and words that we've been saying for all these years.
Yeah.
Well, use my gifts and talents, my experience over the last 12 years of real estate investment and just really more so being a pretty savvy entrepreneur and business owner and building a multi-million-dollar empire, taking all that to work into use for developing something, an infrastructure, an institution for our community to take advantage of pulling our dollars in a sophisticated, in a strategic, in a transparent and regulated way.
Absolutely.
so we can feel comfortable and go do business together and break bread together.
And you
so
raised
that economic vehicle we've been asking for.
Yes, and about what has 9 million been raised, or has it been 10 million so far?
We 10.2 right now.
Oh, good. So 10 million.
10 million in 7 days. One of the fastest IPO raises, cap raises. One of the not even fastest and.
Family, hold on. Oh, I'm still here. Oh, there we go. Where you at, Jay? AJ?
They booted me up.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what happened. I don't know that Illuminati. So, like I was saying, right? So, like I was saying, so we got 10 million right now. 10 million strong. A lot can be done with 10 million. A lot can be done with 10 million. So So what are the first plans? Where any locations already in mind? Anything mapped out? What location are we looking at right now?
Well, there's about 5 strong deals on the table that we've been vetting, different negotiations that we've been in leading up to the launch, knowing that we got to deploy the capital after the launch. New things that have fell in our lap since the launch because of the momentum and because of the success. Now I have real estate constituents throughout the country. Everybody's hitting my phone with the best opportunities ever, right?
Yeah.
So we have some deals that we'll be unveiling. We are in talks with an historic project on Sweet Auburn Ave here in Atlanta. We are in talks with the owners of the Old Butler Street YMCA, where Dr. King and Ralph David Abernathy and others built and spawned the civil rights movement, and we looking to do some historic redevelopment there with some commercial mixed use.
Right.
And that's about that particular property is about 40,000, 60,000 square foot of real estate, including parking decks and some other cool things. So that MOU has been negotiated, and that could go in play. It's up for consideration. Put it like that. It's up for consideration. And there's some long-term anchor tenants to the deal and some other things that are attractive. But then there's other deals that are also attractive. We got some, we have been looking at several hundred acres of land. We're talking about 700 acres of land for about $1 million, and looking at doing some agriculture with some, some vacation style home, ranch home, kind of getaway type of thing, maybe for our community, and have our own several hundred acres.
And where's this? Where's this?
Also,
where's this?
This is particularly in Atlanta as well. Not Atlanta, excuse me, about an hour out of Atlanta, but here in Georgia.
Okay.
We have some boots on the ground in Tulsa. We have a hospital conversion into mixed use in actual Tulsa, Oklahoma, and Black Wall Street District, and some other properties in Greenwood we're looking at. So those are definitely up for consideration for rebuilding the original Black Wall Street. We have another project I can't tell you, but it's a slam from a real estate standpoint. Now, so as a fund manager, I can't make any guarantees. I can't say things that are too provocative.
Right.
That's my fiduciary duty as a fund manager. But on the real estate side, I want to say there's been some things that have been thrown in my lap that are, I would deem as good plays. I'll play it like that.
Okay.
So there are some things that that have been thrown in our lap. But we are looking forward to partnering with other influencers, developers, investors, entrepreneurs, etc., throughout the country, even such as yourself, King. There might be a special project that you've been eyeing for the last couple of years, it's been on your heart, or you might run across within your network. I'm a phone call away. You ain't got no red tape. Of course, we're going to vet and underwrite the deal and be responsible in our vetting of every project.
Of course. But
I'm saying we have our village fund now.
Yes, absolutely.
And so,
yeah, so I'm down, man. I'm rocking with it now. Have you gotten some skepticism? I know when you were on Vlad threw some skepticism out there, and I know there's some other people, some randoms on YouTube throwing out skepticism. How have you dealt with that?
Super randoms trying to come up off me.
Yeah,
it's not even like their skepticism is not even real. Like, listen, I challenge all these guys, King. I challenge all these guys to a debate. I'll match anybody. 100,000 to their 10,000. Anybody debates me, I match 100,000 to your 10,000 at debate, and that money has to go into a fund of your choice, whoever wins. When I win, it's going to be into my fund. But I bet anybody, if you want to debate, you're such an intellectual. I have no college degrees. I have no college credit. I'm a 3-time felon from a high school dropout. Spent 10 years in the street. and 10 now, 12 years in business, and I've accomplished some pretty outstanding things for myself.
Absolutely.
And if you, with all your degrees and all your everything else's, feel that you're so intellectually, because the stuff you're saying don't even make sense to in nobody's fun world. It's just is laughable, but you can say it because the people don't know no better.
Exactly.
And so you can say it on your platform. You can leverage my name, get your point, get your views up, and all of that. But what have you done though? What's your resume? What's your resume?
Yeah.
And then what's your solution?
Right.
So if you don't like my exit strategy for our people to be economically free, then give us an alternative and better solution, and then let's compete.
Yeah.
But don't give me the professional lack of professional courtesy and professional etiquette as another professional. I mean, just as an entrepreneur. Give me some credit as an entrepreneur. Give me some professional etiquette and courtesy.
Yeah.
Like you would someone of European descent.
Yeah.
Who launches funds every day.
Yeah.
So because I'm the first black man in America to ever do this, you want to scrutinize me and so tough, but are you scrutinizing these IRA and pension funds who are giving you 3% and 4% and none of the profits? Who have no good or no intentions of doing your community any good?
Yeah.
And no record of it? But you don't even scrutinize them like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, I'm not mad at it though, because I know our people are traumatized.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna love on them anyway. But it's just sad to see that we can't even celebrate each other. King, it's only been an IPO for a week. You ain't even like say, all right, I'm gonna sit back and see what this nigga do. And I don't even use that word.
Yeah, right.
But I'm gonna sit back. That's they saying though.
Yeah.
But you won't even say, you know what? I don't believe it. I don't like him. I think he's too whatever. But I'm gonna sit back and see what the motherfucker do.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. And
do that then.
Yeah. And if they don't want to rock with it, don't rock with it. You know. And trying to discourage everybody else. You know.
Simple.
Yeah.
And that's the courtesy that I would hope. You know what I mean? It's a lot of hard work to pull off a successful SEC filing. Especially with someone, not just my bruised past in that essence, but me as a community leader and organizer and activist. Like, I just come off shutting down Houston's restaurant and closing down Lennox. I just come off, standing up for Jamarian Robinson here in the city. Standing up for Alan Sterling. Like, from doing 25 city corner classes last year, teaching real estate for free in 25 different inner cities. Liberty City, West Side of Baltimore, Bankhead, Chicago, and the projects. Like, you talking about somebody got a real resume and do real work.
Man. Did you grow up down in Atlanta? Where'd you grow up, Jay? I thought you grew up in New York. Where'd you grow up?
No, Jersey. Yeah, I've been in Atlanta 2 years.
Okay, cool.
I'm from Jersey.
Cool. I need to holler at you about how to evict a motherfucker. So I need to holler at you about that down there in Atlanta.
About what?
How to evict a tenant. I got to holler at you.
Got you.
That's all. I'll holler at you off air about that one. But where can everybody...
Exactly, I know exactly who you should talk to. I got you.
Good. Where can everybody find you, brother? On social media and the Tulsa Fund.
And I want to say this before I tell them that. I wanted to say, I'm sorry, when I talk about this, I get real passionate, and I know I could be more calmer and melatonin. But I'm just passionate about it, man. I'm trying to free our people. I'm trying to give an opportunity we never had.
No doubt.
And it's just silly that people, try to throw monkey wrenches and misinformation in that. But everyone can find me on jmorrison.net. I mean, that's the core website right now. But TulsaRealEstateFund.com is what I want you guys to check out to see about registering to be a founder, a shareholder. It's not a donation. It's not a GoFundMe. It's not a collection plea. It's talking about investing together. Every investor gets an 8% preferred return, and their share of 50% of the profits from whatever we acquire, whatever we do, however we just deploy this capital. And you can look me up. Just look up Google Jay Morrison, and you can see my resume of what I do. JMorrisonAcademy.com for those who want to learn real estate investing on your own.
No doubt.
That's cool too. I want you to be informed. But those are the places you can find me on all social media at Mr. J Morrison on Instagram, Twitter, and my YouTube channel at Mr. J Morrison. So that's where you guys can get to know more about me. And if the Tulsa movement is real, listen, it's real, fam.
No doubt.
Like, we're gonna build the Black Wall Street in real life.
Absolutely.
Wakanda in real life.
Real talk. How's your queen, Ernestine, doing?
Appreciate you.
How's the queen doing?
Queen as well. We get married in 40 days now. We're getting married in 40 days. So we're both excited about that and our union, and she's doing dope. She's
I love that. Where y'all getting married?
In Athens, Georgia.
Okay.
Yep. Not too far from here.
Oh, cool.
We got a nice little gathering. Gathering coming together.
Keep it real simple. Keep it real simple.
Yeah. No doubt. Yeah. This legacy building.
No doubt.
Oh, it's gonna be simple, but it's gonna be not simple, but it's gonna be simple.
All right, get Jagged Edge to sing at the wedding. You know, just real simple, but make it fly. Yeah. My man. But Jay, man, thank you so much for calling up, my brother, man. I appreciate you. I'm going to hit you up privately to talk about some stuff a little later. But, man, I appreciate you. Everybody go support the page. And, man, keep doing your thing, Jay, all right?
That's right. Trust Life, T-Rep, Post Real Estate Fund. Thanks, King. Appreciate you for, supporting and being a partner. We partners now.
Absolutely.
So me and Tariq Nasheed, we partners now.
No doubt. Hell yeah. We
Everybody has enough fun. Let's partner up. Let's go trying up. Now, love our people. This is our village. If we don't save us, nobody going to save us.
Absolutely.
All right, peace.
My man, you be good. All right, that's my brother Jay Morrison with the Tulsa Real Estate Fund. Let me turn the phone calls off. There's a nice surprise for the fam. Let me turn this off. But yeah, I put something on it. And there's some people who were skeptical, and that's people can be skeptical. That's fine. But you got some people who are skeptical, and then you got just certain niggas who just like hating. No matter what you do, it's just gonna be some niggas hating on it. That's just the nature of the Negro. Not the black player, not the black man, the Negro. Understand, there's a difference. So a lot of times, whatever you do, any type of a black person does anything where you're building something, anything constructive, there's always going to be some mushmouth niggas, especially on YouTube, that's the platform for mushmouth niggas to talk that dumb shit. But again, Jay has a pretty good track record. And if you want to invest something, invest. If you got it, cool. You invest what you can. You don't have to put your life savings into nothing. No, you always invest in something. I'm not even really tripping on anything in return. I just like to see black folks get shit popping because, inadvertently it's going to come back. Seeing black people in a good, strong position economically, that's going to work out for me in the greater scheme of things because now we have a network. You understand? That's why I support so many projects. I don't get money in return in a lot of projects that I've invested in with people who done crowdfunding. I put a lot of money into a lot of crowdfunding efforts that I see black folks get down in because if I see that person build their network up, that becomes a protection mechanism for all of us. If we get a bunch of networks with successes and they get like some financial stability, that's a good thing. Always look at that as a plus. And as long as they're on the same page. I ain't talking about somebody that they done got some paper, then they start cooning it up. No. If you understand that the grassroots are rocking with you and you're creating an economic base, I can rock with you on that. I can rock with you. And we gotta understand that. Now again, there's niggas out here who just try to hate just to be hating. That's going to happen. You got to understand how slavery works. Slavery, real talk, POV hilarious D, real talk, it's all about networks. And understand, you got niggas in slavery, or during slavery, understand, during slavery, remember, everybody wasn't on the plantation. Everybody wasn't on the plantation. Free black people were still under the thumb of white supremacy. But many of the free black people, they would try to get the folks off the plantation to come on through. And the ones who really didn't want to leave, the ones who, they didn't want to go out there with them free black folks because that's an unknown world. If you are a Negro on a plantation and you see free black people running around, that's unknown to you. What you know is massa. You know massa telling you when to eat, sleep, and shit and pick cotton every day. That's what you know. So even if it's negative, you're comfortable with what you know. You're comfortable with getting beaten every other day. That's what you know. It's fucked up, but hey, massa, he beats me, but he feeds me. It's that old Ike Turner shit. At least I know the beating is coming and then my wounds are healed and I get me something to eat and I just go out in there and be a good nigger and pick the cotton. But I don't know what goes on out there. That's the slave mentality. So whenever somebody on the plantation talked about, hey, we need to get up out of here, the slave who didn't want to leave, they kept talking him down. Like, hey, the fuck you gonna go on out there for? What you gonna go out there for, Ezekiel? Ain't nothing out there for you. Them free niggas ain't talking about nothing. They trying to scam. These niggas just want money. While your ass on the plantation getting beat and picking cotton for free, that nigga just wants some money. We gotta get off that. See, we gotta get off that. We'll sit up and we'll pick black folks apart. We'll nitpick every goddamn thing when it comes to black folks. Oh, we want to see receipts. If a black person wants to get something popping, boy, we're going to have to see. Let me look at your receipts. Let me look at your back. Let me see what's going on. And I understand. Look, there's some scam niggas out here. I get it. I get that. But boy, if we do something and white mommy and white daddy didn't approve, oh, Lord, what you trying to do now? We get on that. We get on that. That's why, anytime you do anything progressive, there's the mush-mouth Negroes, and unfortunately, YouTube has become a hotbed for mush-mouth Negroes to babble bullshit. And what's interesting, anybody who's dumb enough to listen to mush-mouth Negroes babbling bullshit, you don't even need to be at the table with people doing anything progressive. That's my thing. Because when people hit me up, hey, Tariq, man, did you hear such and such mush-mouth Negro has said something about you? Who? Who says something about me? What the? Who? First, I'm like, who? So I don't know, it's just, he anonymous and he be saying, man, dude, then I look at you funny. You're stupid for listening to a stupid motherfucker. You dig? That's like listening to mumble rap and trying to have a hip-hop discussion about mumble rap. That's like sitting down trying to have a serious hip-hop discussion about Lil Pump and Tekashi 6ix9ine. That's like sitting down, let's talk hip-hop. So I just heard the new Lil Pump and, what? What? Look, I feel stupid talking to you about something stupid. You understand? Because again, that's plantation nigga shit. These are mush-mouth niggas who can't do anything on their own. They got to get attention from talking about other grown-ass men. That's plantation nigga shit. And no grown-ass nigga should be listening to a mush-mouth nobody run their mouth. That means you ain't got nothing important to do. That means your time ain't valuable. You understand? Some of these niggas ain't even worth mentioning, let alone listening to for 2 seconds. I can't listen to mush-mouth niggas babble dumb shit. I have a low tolerance for dumb shit. That's why I don't like World Star. Some people just, you get up every day and see what's popping on World Star. I take World Star in little increments. I got a low threshold for dumb shit. You understand? Black folks, we got to start having a low threshold for dumbass shit. Because sometimes being in prison, and we are in a global prison, we get a prison mentality. We got to get off the prison mentality. Meaning, let me just learn how to cope in prison. And when you're in prison, you learn how to cope by engaging and wasting your time in mind-numbing, babbling bullshit. You understand? Because thinking and problem solving is something that you're going to eventually have to take actions with. If you are a problem solver, you start looking at problems and you start coming up with some solutions, nature is going to make you act on those solutions. So a lot of mushmouth plantation Negroes, they don't really want to act on nothing because deep down they don't want to do anything. They've learned how to live in captivity. So it's all about, let's just talk about dumb shit. I remember the time Zimmerman got acquitted for executing Trayvon Martin. I remember the night and the night after. I remember it like clockwork. I remember it like it was yesterday. After Zimmerman got acquitted for murdering Trayvon, the next day, black people, we should have been hella on code about what do we do about this Zimmerman thing, because that was a very pivotal moment. The verdict with George Zimmerman, that gave all the white supremacists around the country the green light to attack us with impunity. I knew with George Zimmerman, when he got acquitted, that's going to be a green light. That's going to give the white supremacists the green light to say, hey, we can go in on these people now. Instead of us focusing on that like we should have, focusing on what should be done about Zimmerman, the very next day, black people on Twitter and social media were talking about the Kendrick Lamar verse. When Kendrick Lamar was talking about he's the king of New York and all that. Remember, go look that up. I remember it like it was yesterday. Black people were focused on Kendrick Lamar's verse. I said, we're done. We're done. This is inappropriate behavior collectively. We're done. Black folks just fucked up collectively by focusing on a non sequitur, a non-issue. And no disrespect to Kendrick or his verse, that's not what we focus on now. By doing that, that was our way to cope and deflect with the fact that, okay, we feel defeated, so let's just talk about something else. That's the last thing we should have focused on rap beef. You dig? We start gravitating and focusing on dumbass shit when we need to focus on the problem. When you focus on a problem, the mind will automatically come up with solutions. We try to get into prison escapism. Look, when I went to jail, some of the most dumbass, asinine conversations you will hear in a jail, because people got all the time in the world on their hands. And you need to kill time. And you kill time by talking about stupid shit. Cats being there talking about dumb shit. Unfortunately. Time-wasting stuff. And then we get into that time-wasting jail mentality on social media. We talk about goofy shit all the time with no balance. There has to be a balance. I like to talk about silly shit every now and then, but I'm going to hit you with the real. I always mix it in. You go through my timeline, it's serious, serious, joke, joke, serious, 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 joke, joke, serious. It's all appropriate. Now, earlier we were talking about separating. Somebody was like, when I was talking to Jay, they were like, this is how you separate. But that's not about separating. That's just about getting on code. That's no separate. You're not separating. If you build a Black Wall Street, you're not separating. All you're doing is getting on code. What's up, Mecca Bay? How are you, beloved? Mecca Bay put 100 down. Shout out to that sister. But building our own communities, that's just being on code. You're not really separating. You're still in Georgia. Or you're still in Tulsa. Tulsa is a white-run city. But you're on code. That's the thing. So you need to be on code. And it's not about separating because there's nowhere to go. So you just get on code where you are. You understand? We use words inappropriately. Because when you say separate, you imply that there's somewhere to go that's not dominated by the white supremacists. The only thing they can't dominate are your codes. They can't dominate how you react to certain things, how you think about certain things, how you have a routine, or how you decide to have a routine about being on code. Shout out to Arden Plumbing. Shout out to my brother down there in Texas. My man, black businessman right there, down there in Texas. My man does plumbing. Having a code of conduct, real talk, POV Hilarious D said, it makes you invincible. That's the thing. It's the code that makes you strong. And the problem with black folks is, too many times we get off code with each other and we get on code with everybody else, and we try to start caping for everybody. We think if we just act like a good enough pet for white supremacy, they're going to somehow reciprocate, and that has never, ever happened. That has never happened. So with the thing, with Jay, when he gets the thing popping, you know, and I want to sit down and talk to him about not just the building, but also the political thing and the protection mechanism. Because this is something serious. If we're going to do it, we got to do it big. That's why I invested in it. What's going to have to be done, not only once the locations for the buildings get mapped out, then we're going to have to make sure the politicians are on our page. See, we got to take care of all this stuff. Then we're going to have to make sure that we have our own form of law enforcement, making sure the place is cool, making sure the place is protected, and that's how we got to get down. That's not even low-key, real talk. Because, see, when we deal in a system of white supremacy and we're talking about building and talking about being on code, we got to be on code from top to bottom. We got to be on code from top to bottom. The Turner Diaries is a hell of a deep book, and I recommend a lot of people read that book because they acted out everything they said in that book. Yeah, Asians are on code, of course. You understand this. Yeah, I want y'all to understand this. All these people come over here and get on code against us, and we're the main ones caping and saving them. We try to save them, and well, they don't even mention us at all. They don't mention us at all. I want black folks to understand this. Have y'all noticed? You notice every time we have a war with a country, people from that country are allowed to come over here and get put in positions over us. I want y'all to understand that. I want y'all to get this. Because black folks, we got this thing where we're minorities like all these other people, and there's no minority coalition. Never was, never has been. There's not one now. But you notice the U.S. fought Korea, and afterwards they let a bunch of Koreans over here. The U.S. fought Japan. They let Japanese come over here and do their thing. They fought Vietnam. And in the 70s, they started letting Vietnam people come over here and drove. You understand? The Vietnamese were over here heavy after the Vietnam War. They're fighting over in the Middle East. And you notice they'll let a bunch of Middle Eastern people over here, put them right there in the black neighborhoods to keep us in check. Y'all notice the pattern? Where we at? Hold on. I'm freezing. Hold on. Where we at? Hold on. My thing is freezing. I'm freezing like a mug. Hold on 1 second. I'm freezing like crazy. Can y'all see me? All right. Y'all rock with me. 1 second. I was freezing a little bit. All right. But I want y'all to notice that. I want y'all to peep that. In Germany, too, they let a bunch of Germans over here. I'm freezing. Am I good? Am I good now? I think I'm good now. I think I'm good now. Hold on. Let me refresh my page to be on top of everything. Hold on, guys. Y'all rock with me for 1 second, all right? Because a player is kind of freezing for a second. Hold on, let me take some of these pages down. All right, y'all rock with me. Y'all bear with me. And shout out to everybody for the Melanoid Nation contributions. I take my hat off to you, and I respect that. Okay, I'm good. I'm good to go now? Okay. All right, I'm good now. Okay, I refreshed the page, so I'm good now. All right. But like I was saying, you notice they bring over, or they allow a lot of these groups, right after they fight with them, they allow them over here to get on top of us. They let them come over here. Remember 9/11? Remember 9/11? You know, the Bush family, they were all hooked in with them Saudi Arabians. They get special treatment. They come over here. Not only do they get allowed to come over here, they get special treatment over us. You dig? And the reason why is because many of those people are the coons of their nation. Do you understand? Many of these people were over there collaborating with the white supremacists. What's up, Wendell? You're in Korea now. But understand, they were over there collaborating with the white supremacists against their own people. I want y'all to think about that. That's why they're allowed to come over here. They've been vetted. Those are the coons of their nation. So when the war is over, the people of that nation is about to give them that fucking work. The people of that nation, they're about to give them that work. So they come over here as refugees because they assisted the white supremacists. So understand, these people with that coon mentality, they already been vetted. So they're team white supremacy all day. That's why I want y'all to peep game. Especially, there's a reason right after a war, they let all these people over here. So you think that they give a fuck about you? They done sold their own people out, so they come over here. They really don't give a shit about us. That's why when you look at these black neighborhoods with these Asians beating up black women in the stores, they really don't give a shit about you. They come over here and then exploit us all day. And the white supremacists are right there to assist them. That's why all of those Asian Americans were caping for Peter Liang after he shot an innocent black man. There's a reason why all of them got together and was on team white supremacy. They don't come together for us. While we talk that minority coalition, they never come together for us, but they damn sure came together against us. They are the coons of their own nation. That means they really don't give a shit about you. I want black folks to understand that part of the game. And let's go even deeper. As our brother Zoe Williams said, let's go deeper. Many Africans who come over here from African nations are the coons of Africa. If we gonna be 100, many of the ones, and Africans told me this when I was over there. This is what they told me. They said the coons, the ones who are coons over there, they are allowed to come over here real quick. Because we see some African brothers come over here talking all that old coon shit, and we're like, oh, I don't want to go to his country. But he's an outcast in his country. He done some shit over there where the Africans ain't really fucking with him. So they're like, oh, well, come on over here, Matumbo. We got you. You dig? So coons get a fast pass over here from all of these other nations. You dig? We got to really understand that part of the game. So don't be shocked when you see all these people come over here from these countries that we just got through fighting. We just went to war with them, and all of a sudden, you go to a liquor store, and there's a motherfucker from Iraq, where you a veteran, you just got through fighting the Iraqis, and you go to a liquor store, and there's an Iraqi telling you to hurry up and buy. That's the coon of Iraq. He was helping the white supremacists over there. So he was team white supremacy there, and he's over here being team white supremacy. On our back, by the way, because they use all types of minority coalitions while you sitting up here fighting for that dude, thinking that he's your minority brother. Oh, I gotta go save we gotta march because our minority brother's being discriminated against. Or we gotta help our minority brother. He's been team white supremacy. And the white supremacists helped set him up real nice. It's a slick game they play. It's a real slick game they play. You dig? Now with the Haitians, it's kind of the same but different, because with the Haitians, they don't know where the Haitians are going to go. They still salty about that Haitian revolution. Understand that. Now, you got a lot of Haitian brothers and sisters down there in Miami, but the thing is, with those Haitians, they don't know how the Haitians are going to get down. They know the Haitians can turn on them at the drop of a hat. You understand? They know the Haitians are unpredictable. So they try to get them a couple of Haitian coons, but they don't know a Haitian can stop cooning overnight and then slit their fucking throat. So they don't know how to... They still salty about that damn revolution. You dig? But we really got to understand, and there's no camaraderie with all these other people. That's why we got to be on our code. We got to be on code, and we got to start really looking out for us. We got to put all of our energy into us, and us meaning progressive-minded black people. Even these skeptical slave-ass niggas, we got to charge them to the game. You dig? Real talk. Now, what I really want to talk about, speaking of progressive, I want to talk about that picture Jay-Z and Beyonce put up on, I think, social media. There's a picture of Jay-Z and Beyonce. They're both naked. There's a couple of pictures. They're nude. And I think they're on tour right now. And I think this is a picture they used on stage. This is a picture they used on stage of their tour. What's the name of the tour? They're on tour together. And I love Jay-Z. Love Beyonce. I love them. I really do. But people are clowning the picture that's on social media, and rightfully so. People are clowning the picture. This is the picture right here. Hold on. Now, people are clowning this picture. Now, look. Now, Jay, he's a man of a certain age. The middle-aged brother, like all of us. Beyonce's looking lovely. But Jay, and I talk out of love. See, this is where Jay needs a Dame Dash around. Somebody to say, hey, is it the On the Run tour? Now, Jay, you got your clothes off, you're naked. Now, Beyonce, yes, Beyonce's a sex symbol. She's supposed to be naked, and she's supposed to do provocative stuff because our sister Beyonce is a sex symbol. Our sister Beyonce is a sex symbol. Hold on. But Jay-Z, and I said this on social media, Jay-Z up here naked looks like an elderly lesbian. My nigga. Everything can't be sexy. Now, I know y'all the power couple with the power marriage. You dig? And everybody talks about how cute you guys are together. And let's be very clear. And Beyonce is looking phenomenal. Her body is on fleek. Her body is on fleek. Now, we got to be careful when people say, oh, y'all look good. What they mean is, she look good. That's what they mean. That means she look good. And they're just being polite by saying, y'all look good. Because somebody done told Jay-Z he looks good, and this motherfucker done took his clothes off, and he's looking like a prison stud. My nigga. And I love you, Jay, and I say this is coming from a place of love. You're looking like an inmate, a convicted prison lesbian who's making women inmates fuck for cigarettes. My God. I say this with love. This is very constructive, I promise. But my nigga, I mean, she has to put her arm to cover the man milkers. My nigga nipples look a little puffy. So she has to strategically use her arm to cover. No, Jay, you shouldn't have done this. Jay, my man, my nigga. No, I'm not being mean. I love Jay. Jay, I love you, brother. You are my brother. You are a legend in the game, but everything can't be goddamn sexy. At a certain age, I'm an old school nigga. You don't take your clothes off. At a certain age, a grown-ass ashy nigga taking his clothes off is just not sexy for nobody. Unless you're a nigga who just hella rip, you're a bodybuilder or something, and you like the, you see the 60-year-old bodybuilder, he comes out there like, little arthritic hands with calcium all in his elbows, but he's swole. If you that nigga, yeah, I can see that if you are a bodybuilder or something. But Jay, my nigga, you look like you've been fucking with them little Debbie cakes heavy. You shouldn't be naked out here, brother. I love Jay. That's my nigga, but I ain't trying to see this nigga's hips. I'm looking at this picture, and I can see Jay-Z's hips, and I could go through life without ever seeing Jay-Z's motherfucking hips. I don't want to see this nigga's hips. I love Jay. You can't take your motherfucking clothes off at a certain age. It ain't sexy no more. And we were talking about this on Instagram. They were like, man, why don't look at him, look at her. Nigga. That's like, let's look at the King Kong poster. Let's look at the woman and not King Kong. Dude. How can you not look at this motherfucker? I mean, you can't ignore the elephant in the room. Come on, don't look at him. Yeah, she's lovely, but the thing is, Jay-Z is absorbing the sexy out of the picture. It's Beyonce naked, good. Beyonce naked next to naked Jay-Z, bad. You fucked the scene up. Damn, Jay-Z. Look like Jay-Z done had twins. No, Jay, I love Jay. Love Jay. This is love. Jay got a lot of folks around him who's trying to get record deals, so they ain't gonna say nothing. Whoever the photographer is, the photographer must have been hella moist. I could see the photographer like, okay, Beyonce, you got your clothes off, Beyonce. You know it'll be bomb as hell. Jay-Z, you take your clothes off too. It was a moist photographer that talked this nigga into taking his clothes off. All right. I got some ideas. What kind of ideas you got? Jay-Z talking. That's my Jay-Z. I got some. Okay, let's do something different, J and B. Everybody's seen Beyonce. We've seen that. We're going to go in another direction. Well, this week is Pride Month. And, it's Pride. So, I got an idea, Jay. Are you comfortable with a little nudity? Anything for B. Okay, Jay, let's get that shirt off. And Let's just get you in your drawers. Well, you know what, Jay? Let's take your drawers off. We really need to see your hips to really sell this. So a moist photographer talked Jay into doing this bullshit. God damn it, Jay. Don't ever use that photographer again. Nigga, you go get a better photographer at Sears. You get some glamour shots. Don't let a motherfucker talk you into this shit. My God, Jay. I love Jay. That's my brother. But ain't nobody telling my brother what the real deal is. That's that Mama Peanut. Look at Mama Peanut. Come on over here, Mama Peanut. Mama Peanut just went out eating crab with her friends. What's up? Come here. Come here. Just say hi to everybody. How was the crabs? It was good. I'm kind of hungry because that shit I ate was whack earlier. So look at Mama Peanut coming in here.
What are you talking about?
What's up? Say what's up. Look at Mama Peanut. Look at the section looking like Elvana. I was talking about the picture with Jay. Do you think that's sexy, Mama Peanut? What if we did some shit like that? Y'all got permission to clown the fuck out of it. Wouldn't. Yeah. And
I said Beyonce looks good because she always looks good.
Yeah.
But I think it's Jay-Z that is the funny part.
Yeah. I love you, Jay. I love you, but you... No. The thing is, Jay, what Jay should have done, Beyonce naked is fine. Jay should have had on a wife beater and some drawers at least.
No, he could have just had
drawers. No. Some dress pants, because now I don't even want to see this nigga's hips. Yeah, Peanut's beautiful. Ain't she fine? She fine as fuck.
Why does he have to have pants in
the
bed?
Jay-Z needed some motherfucking pants on in
the bed.
Or some pajamas. Yeah, some linen pajamas.
No,
Jay.
He could have had like those tight. What are those tight ones called? I like them.
Like I don't wear no fucking tight pants. What you talking about?
The tight boxers.
Boxer. Okay, don't be saying that. Like niggas think I'm in here wearing a thong or some shit. The way you talking?
the boxers.
Yeah, I wear boxers briefs. Boxer briefs.
Those
Yeah. No, even that. Jay-Z should have had on some linen pajamas. Some linen goddamn pajamas. And a wife beater. A Rockaware wife beater. Exactly. I'm sweating by the ears. Yeah. Or state property t-shirt. A Beanie Siegel button up. Or something. Am I sweating? Mm-hmm. Okay. But my nigga, you shouldn't have been naked.
How do you know he's naked?
You can see his fucking hips. And on here, I cut it off because I don't want to show his hips.
You can look like you're naked and not be naked.
Yeah, this nigga's naked in this picture. That nigga's naked. Somebody says some flannel. Jay, this is constructive. Is my connection janky? My connection, I know my connection is janky. We still here. Refresh the page. Hold on. I'm still on. Y'all just got to refresh the page. No, hold on. Let me tell them. Y'all refresh the page. Refresh the page. Refresh the page. Hold on. Where we at? Man. Hold on 1 second. Oh yeah, my mom's about to put the boys to sleep, so we go up there. She just texted me. She put them to sleep.
They're probably asleep.
No, she's about to give them melatonin.
Oh.
No, so hurry and go in there. They probably wore out.
Watch 90 Day Fiancé.
Yeah, I'm gonna go in there in a minute. And Housewives of Atlanta come on in there, right?
That's off.
Oh, okay.
It's a Housewives of Atlanta.
Oh, that one. Oh. All right. Why is my connection so damn janky, yo? Can y'all see me? Hold on, I can't. Damn, where we at? Okay, I'm trying to see if y'all can see me. This connection is mad janky. White supremacists be hacking my shit. Y'all see me? I'm good. Okay, we good. Okay, we're good. Y'all see me now? Oh yeah, Peanut's all nice, thick and fine. Yeah, that's a nice fine thing. But shout out to Jay. I don't want to make it seem like I'm shitting on Jay-Z. But Jay-Z sitting up here in his bed naked, looking like an ex-heroin addict female who just reunited with her kid that was taken away by CC Services. You dig? I mean, Jay-Z, my nigga, he's looking like a old woman in the hospital getting her breast checked for lumps. It's just not player. Jay could have done a much more player picture. Jay, you my nigga, you need some players around you. Jay, you need some players around you to pull you to the side like this ain't the business, pimpin'. Jay, you are half a billionaire. Nigga, you're going to have to act like it. You don't see Warren Buffett butt naked in the bed, my nigga. You don't see Bill Gates with his shirt off and his testosterone tits dangling. You dig? You don't see that, my nigga. Old school players got to do old school shit. You dress fly. You got to have on your fly shit. And I talk about that. Sometimes niggas don't understand when you get older, you can't do all that young nigga shit you used to do when you were young. Just like when I talk about Jodeci, them niggas be still going on stage. They old and dusty right now, and I love them, but they look a mess. And I love Jodeci. Them niggas look a mess right now. You dig? And they come on stage and KC taking off his shirt, little old scrawny, smoked out body with a little old toddler belly. Like, ooh, yeah. Ooh, no, nigga. No, put your shirt on and button that motherfucker up, bro. No. At a certain age, everything ain't sexy. It can't be sexy. Everything can't be sexy. Get off that, brother. Jay, you my nigga. Love you, Jay. You've always had the player vibe. You dig? See, they got Jay trying to be a sex symbol. Jay, you've never been a sex symbol. Let's not, no. I really wish somebody would have pulled Jay to the side. Jay, you're not a sex symbol. You've never been a sex symbol. You dig? You're the player. You got to keep it player. You got to rock player shit. Man, you could have been, what would have been tight, my man had on a brand new style white beater or something, a silk white beater, something real fly. You needed something fly while your lady's naked. That's some pimping shit right there. That's some real player Macish shit right there. You dig? Y'all look like y'all stranded on a moist island. My God. Yeah, that's why you don't see Denzel keeps it play. You don't see Denzel naked in movies. He's a sex symbol, but you don't see him trying to be naked and, you know, showing butt cheeks and hips, and you don't see that. He still keeps it player. Bye-bye, Mom. Be good. My mom's leaving. My mom was watching The Boys while Mama Peanut was gone. You dig? When you get a certain age, you can't do that. Now, somebody brought up Tupac. Now, Tupac, when he did the nude shoot, Tupac was a young dude. And Tupac was a sex symbol. Jay-Z became a quote-unquote sex symbol once he got with Beyonce. So that kind of raised his sex appeal up with the ladies because he had a real bad chick. So that kind of raised his stock up a little bit. But Tupac was a sex symbol at a young age. He was a young dude. That's different. Jay-Z's almost fucking 50 years old. 50-year-old niggas who are not bodybuilders shouldn't be naked nowhere except at the tub getting a little sponge bath on their back before they take their fucking heart medicine and go to bed. You dig? You don't do that shit. Again, Beyonce is lovely. My God. Now, you know, at a certain age, you gotta start rocking the fly gear. That's how you get down. You rock the fly shit. You rock the fly clothes. You got to start rocking real fly ass shit. you got to become a distinguished dude. Once you start getting older, no, don't try to squeeze out, you know, you're trying to, you get a midlife crisis going on. Like, okay, I wasn't sexy as a kid. Now I'm sexy. So let me rip this shirt off and show them, the ladies, what I'm working with. No. Man, you got to put on some real player shit. It's simple. My man Jay should have been in some clothes. Beyonce should have been naked. That would have been a real Mackish shoot. Love Jay. And Jay, if you're listening, shout out to your people. I say this with love. This is not a diss. This is constructive criticism. You're my brother. Jay is my brother. I love Jay. I love Jay. This is why I love my brother enough to say, brother, I should have been there at the shoot with you. I should have been there. I would have went and got you a robe. I would have got on the photographer's ass like, hey, no, we're not gonna do this. You dig? This is not a good idea. My God. So you should have had a take. I don't know who took the picture. My nigga. But shout out to Jay. I'm getting mosquitoes tearing me up in this morning. I'm body shaming. I'm not body shaming my brother. I'm not body shaming my brother. You dig? But you gotta when you get up to that level, especially when you get to a certain age. When you get to a certain age, especially as a man and a woman. Not just men. There's some women who don't need to be dressed in a certain way. There's women who understand that, okay, this ain't, I'm not the business like I used to be. Let me change this shit up a little taste. Women understand that too. You know, you gotta wear stuff that accentuates certain things. Like, look at Instagram. Instagram, women, they know how to take photos that will accentuate certain parts of their bodies. You got women who will take pictures from way up here. Every picture is up here. They got like a certain pose. You look at Instagram, most of the vixens or whatever, or women in general, they'll have the same pose over and over again. They know what pose works for them. They know what works. They know what accentuates them the right way. They know what clothes work for them. You dig? Some do, some don't, but for the most part, they do. What's up, Derek Tillman? Much respect. Oh, man, you look at the gram. They know how to doctor pictures and take them from certain angles and filters. Oh, you got women who got filters on every goddamn picture. They know how to make things work for them. That's what Jay-Z needed, a filter. And filter in a whole new nigga. They got to get a filter of a brand new nigga. That's what he needed, the new nigga filter. But that didn't work right there. Man. Oh, yeah. The girls with the flat asses, they always bending over. They got one leg up on the sink. You dig? Man. Enjoying the live. Much respect. Man. Well, Xavier, you can get the fuck out of here. He said, we're not talking about black empowerment. Well, you're not even black, dude. You look like a Colombian. And speaking of Colombians, speaking of handling business, you know, you got to understand how power works. Certain things you do when you're in power positions. You know, I studied the drug lords, you know, like Pablo Escobar, people like that. I studied the people like Pablo Escobar and just how gangster these guys were and the moves they made. You dig? When you get a certain level of money, everything ain't about being sexy no more. And like when Pablo Escobar, and I'm kind of making a little comparison to him and Jay-Z. When Pablo Escobar, when he was trying to be a politician, even though he was slinging dope down there, he tried to be a politician. And, he tried to be cool, and, he's riding around on mopeds with his shirt off, with his little old flabby body, and, he's trying to be an everyday man, trying to sex it up a little bit, trying to be appealing to the public. And when Pablo Escobar broke bad, all the sexy shit went out the window. It's a time and everything, time and place for everything. And when they got him out of the political game, because what he wanted to do, he wanted to take over politically. He really wanted to control the political game and become a senator down there. But there was a reporter at a newspaper who posted his mugshot and talked about, they did a real negative article about him. So all the other politicians turned on him, because he was wooing these politicians. He was trying to get it in with them. What's up, man? And all the politicians turned on Pablo Escobar. So that made him an outcast. So all the cute shit went out the window. So the reporter who put out the negative story, he had him killed. The newspaper that printed the story, he had that whole building blow up. He blew the whole fucking building up. Pablo was about that life for real, for real. Yeah, so all the cute shit went out the window. Pablo was worth billions of dollars. You do? Man, Pablo was not a joke. Pablo was not a joke at all. Terrell Owens saying he's not doing the Hall of Fame. Yeah, I know about that. I know about that, and I don't know why he's not going to the Hall of Fame thing. I guess because they kind of ran him through the ringer, and he's like, yeah, okay, thanks, but I ain't going. Yeah, Pablo Escobar built his own jail and the whole shebang. Pablo, yeah, he built his own jail down there because what happened, Pablo kept killing police off. He kept killing all politicians. When there was a judge who tried to bring charges on him, like, oh, charges? Okay. Well, boy, you better be careful when you start your car. You just blow that motherfucker up.
He blew up?
Yeah.
The guy?
Yeah, the judge. He did. If somebody tried to press charges or a judge, first they would try to bribe them. They try to bribe the judges. If the judges didn't want to be bribed, okay, well, you're gonna get some of this work. They got an arrest warrant for me. Okay. Who's gonna deliver the warrant? You did? They had a court date. It was like they had one court date for Pablo. That motherfucker blew up the courthouse. He blew up all the files at the courthouse. I mean, this nigga was 100% about that life.
He died, brother.
Man. And they were trying to extradite him to the U.S. And there were some politicians who voted to ratify the extradition treaty that the U.S. had with Colombia. So that the U.S., if drugs were sold in the U.S., they could extradite drug lords down there and bring them up here. So he said, okay, who voted for the extradition? Who all voted? Which one of y'all politicians voted for that? Okay, you, okay. Be careful when you start your car. That's how he was getting down. You make a law that I don't like, be careful when you start your car. You did? He was hitting them heavy. Some of the producers got killed doing, damn, I believe that. I believe that. Yeah, I believe that. Yeah, Anthony Bourdain, yeah, a lot of people are talking about him committing suicide, but yeah, he used drugs and alcohol for a long time. Yeah, Pablo blew up a plane because he thought it was a politician on it. It was a certain politician on that plane. He was gonna have them popped off.
So he killed other people?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, he would kill a whole bunch of folks. He like, we got to get that body count up. Yeah, he said we got to get that body count up, and that's when he made that deal with the government down there in Colombia. They said, okay, look, all right, I know y'all tired of getting shot in the fucking head and getting blown up. So look, let's do this. Let's work out a deal where I'll say that I had some drugs in the car I didn't know, so I get convicted for this little drugs I had in the backseat of the car, and they gave him like 5 years. He said, okay, but okay, if I go to jail, I got to build my own prison. So this nigga built his own prison.
How long did it take?
He did. He built a prison. The prison had a nightclub in it, had a bedroom suite, and they were bringing in women and having orgies in there. They were setting it off. You dig? Yeah, Pablo was not playing at all. You need that mink slide jamming. Yes, I'm going to be in the studio all week getting this mink slide popping. Yeah, but Pablo, that nigga, was getting it all the way in. That's a real damn boss who gave not a fuck. You dig? What tips can you give? Can I give on opening a black-owned health food store? Well, you got to find a nice location, and you got to make your store unique, something that will make people want to come through and choose your spot over another spot. Yeah, this dude had his own damn prison. You had a wonderful time in Colombia. That's what's up. We went down to Costa Rica. It was real nice down there. Yeah, man, that mink slide is coming through. That mink slide is coming. Yeah, I'll be in the studio tomorrow and all week, getting all that popping. Where my keyboard players out here in LA? Where are my keyboard players? Because I'm always needing keyboard players. If you are a keyboard player and can really, really play, and you're in LA, y'all holla at me. Y'all holla at me. You dig? Yes, Tariq Time. That's a channel. That's my channel. That's one of my channels. Why do these new age kids put all their dirt on Instagram Live? But look, a lot of these young cats, I don't know. The moves they make, I don't know what they do and why they do it. There was a damn shooting out here in LA in the Valley in North Hollywood yesterday. There was a house party in North Hollywood. And from what I understand, some cats from Compton rented out an Airbnb or something like that, and they had a house party, and some folks, the fuck y'all doing a drive-by in the Valley? Nobody got killed, fortunately, but like a whole bunch of folks got shot. Players, what y'all doing? Come on, family, what y'all doing? Really? Y'all know better than that. Shooting other black folks in drive-bys with all the shit that's going on out here. That's the last thing. Y'all gotta know better than that. So your wife loved mink slide. Yeah, we're gonna be doing the next video. The next video is gonna be for the single City Lights. We're gonna be doing that pretty soon. We're gonna be doing that pretty soon. Yeah, but keyboard players. If you're out here in LA, you're a keyboard player. I ain't talking about an old motherfucker who used to play for the Barcades or somebody who can kind of swing with some new. And I ain't shitting on you. I ain't shitting on.
An old man. But that guy was he was in the background, the old school. I don't want that.
On what?
On the song.
That I did?
The first song, yes. He was an older guy.
No, what he wasn't. He was younger than me. Well,
he was?
Yeah. Well. And I ain't shitting on the old school cats. I'm just saying. You know, I'm not shitting on the old school. I got respect for old musicians. I'm not shitting on you whatsoever. I'm not shitting on you. You know, but I need an old school feel with like a new flavor. That's because that's the mink slide vibe. Our sound is very 80s, very 90s, but there's still a new feel to it. You dig? And I love the Barcades. Not shitting on the Barcades. You dig? We are coming. We already got an R&B song. We got It's Time. Y'all go to the Mink Slide channel. Y'all need to follow the Mink Slide YouTube channel. You know, we got It's Time. He said, my wife Peanut has an accent. Where is she from? Peanut does not have an accent.
I do.
She doesn't. I thought she did when I first met her too, guys. She just talk funny. That's just it's no accent. She sounds like she has an accent.
Nobody says that on needs to be in person.
They say what?
Nobody says that on needs to be in person.
Yeah, I thought she. Yeah, I thought she had a goddamn accent too. I'm like, okay, she's exotic. What the fuck is she from? L.A. Yes. Man. She has a Valley essay accent. Valley girl / essay.
I don't know how to
Man. Yeah, my baby girl's going to college. I had a long talk with Tariri last night. I had a talk with her, talking about what college. I'm not going to say because I don't want the white supremacists to. I ain't about to say it. Yeah, you did. But I can say my daughter went to Inglewood High School. What's funny, when these white supremacists, she just graduated, so I can say that now. She graduated, so she's good. But what's funny, when the white supremacists they were calling me, those white supremacists threatening to kidnap my daughter from school. They were like, yeah, we're going to fucking kidnap your fucking daughter, nigger. They were talking all that shit. And that's why I'm like, you know where my daughter goes to school? When's the last time you heard any motherfucker got kidnapped from Inglewood High? All right? I want to see that. You walk your ass up to Inglewood High talking about kidnapping somebody and watch what happens. You get your ass whooped by a 9th grader. You go up there talking about kidnapping some fucking body and watch what happens. Man. Yeah. No, my daughter's cool. She's real mellow. Yeah, my daughter don't be on that rah-rah shit. My daughter don't be fighting like that. No. My daughter, she's real cool. My daughter is real mellow. She's real suave and cool. She don't be on that bullshit. Yeah, she don't. And you know, that's why, you know, I kind of wanted her to be down there because, see, she wanted to go to school out here in the valley. I really wasn't gung-ho about that because I didn't want her to come out here and learn the ways of bedwenching. By some of these, it's too many bedwenches out here. You dig? So I was glad with her being out there because her mom owns a shop, a beauty shop and a nail shop out there in L.A. So it's good to be out there for school. And she just come out here on the weekends. Yeah, the prom pic was beautiful. But the dude, that's just her friend. That's like her friend from school. He's just a cool guy. You know, that's her friend. She's dating another dude. You know, that was just her little homeboy right there. He was a good guy, by the way. She's dating another dude. So she's dating this little light-skinned I met him. I met him the other day. So, you dig? So, you know, she went to the prom with her little homeboy from school. You know, they were just on some friend thing. Yeah, the dude she went to the prom with, that's just a friend zone thing. No, the dude she's dating, they knew the dude. You know, she got a little tall, light-skinned nigga with a little swag. I tried to have a little swag on him. You dig? But I don't. It's just a dude she's dating. I don't. She doesn't like to say it's her boyfriend. You know how young ass girls be talking that shit.
Because they didn't ask you. That's why you gotta ask.
Yeah. Okay. He didn't ask her. Yeah. So she's like, yeah. She's like, yeah. We just kind of dating. She ain't my. He ain't my boyfriend.
Yeah.
You know, it's that type of thing. You dig? All right. Man. You know. But my daughter's grown now. So, you know. See, a ball family member. I got a track with Apex. With APX. I do. I got a track with them. Let me let y'all hear a snippet. I already got a track. Hold on. Let me play a little taste. Oh, yeah. I brought them out. And we got a track. Hold on. Let me play a little taste of that. Hold on. I'm going to give y'all an exclusive right here. Ain't nobody heard this. From the Mink Slide album, Egyptian Musk. Hold on. Where are we at? Let me find it for y'all. Going to get an exclusive little taste. Where are we at? Where we at? Okay, here it is. So yeah, this is the one with APX. Shout out to them. Let me see. Okay, Peanut, come on, Peanut. Yeah. Oh.
I got to take a risk. I got to kiss your lips. I gotta make a wish for love.
Turn it down.
You don't hear it?
We can hear it.
Let them know. I don't know what came over me. I find myself wishing for you. I can't shake you out my mind. What's a girl supposed to do? I try to find the words to say whenever you get next to me. I don't want
to make you want to go skating, don't it?
Dreams, make it a reality. You know I need you. You know that feeling's right.
All right, that's enough. That's enough. That makes you want to go skating. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's that 80s vibe big time. That makes you want to go skating. So yeah, that's the APX right there. Yes, indeed. So that's going to be on the Egyptian Musk album. Yes, indeed. Yeah. Y'all probably heard that on Instagram Live when I was in the studio. Yeah, World on Wheels. Yeah. Yeah, so we got a lot of old school up-tempo bangers like that. Yeah, it kind of had that Evelyn Champagne King vibe. That's that 80s vibe. A lot of that stuff has that 80s vibe. So we having a lot of fun with the record. Hold on, I'm trying to kill a fly. Hold on. I got every type of... God damn it, I missed his ass. Why don't I hook up with Dexter? I don't even know who the hell that is, brother. Why y'all niggas be asking me about random folks? How come you don't hook up with Clifton Johnson of Valdosta, Georgia? Who the fuck is that? Y'all be making up these random names. I don't know who these people are. Who are these people y'all be talking about? Yeah, a Future finessing that Instagram model. That was funny how he flew her out and she started acting like she didn't know what the business was. She tried to square up and he's like, okay, no, I'm good. He ain't tripping and left her. And then she tried to go love and hip hop on him and try to put his business out there. That's what I don't like. And look, we got a bunch of motherfuckers out here who don't know the game. They don't respect the game. And all they know is dry snitching. You dig? We got too much of that dry snitching bullshit out here where people, you game goofy, you don't know how to spit, you don't know how to get none out of nobody. And because you ain't got no game and you don't know how to get nothing out the deal, you start dry snitching and you think, okay, I'm swag chasing out here. I'm status chasing out here. I'm clout chasing out here. You think that's currency. You dig? My top 5 rappers. Nas. Well, let's go from level to level. Rakim. Nas, Scarface, KRS-One, Eminem. People say what you want about M. M be flowing. Shit. M can spit. But the thing is, old girl was game goofy. She didn't know how to get nothing out the game. She didn't know how to get nothing out the deal. You dig? And she tried to go out there and square up and act like she didn't know what was popping. And you dig? And he's like, okay, well, you have a good one. And then tried to get on some shit where he owed her. No. You better get an understanding before y'all roll out. You dig? Yeah. Scarface. Very underrated. Scarface is a beast, man. People don't know how thorough Scarface is. Scarface is so underrated. You dig? I think Scarface was going to be on the first Chronic record. I'm going to ask him about that. Next time I talk to him, I'm going to ask him about that. I think Scarface, because remember, understand this, and that reminds me of, who is this? You talking to my sister? Oh, this is my sister. My sister texted me. What's up? Everybody say what's up to my sister Tia, watching from Detroit. Everybody say what's up to my sis Tia from Detroit. But Redman is a beast too. Redman is a beast. Jadakiss, he's a beast. Jadakiss is a beast. But Scarface, consistently thorough. He's official, and again, I think he was supposed to be on the original Chronic record. They had Bushwick on there because, understand, my man Jay Prince, and I can't wait till Jay's book come out because I would like to see if he talks about, you know, his influence on really Death Row. A lot of what Death Row got, they got it from Jay Prince, and this is just from the streets talking. And hopefully, I haven't read the book, but his book might talk about this. But just from the streets, Jay Prince was there in the early days of Death Row. Because remember, Jay Prince used to roll with people like Harry O and all these folks. From what I understand, I think Suge was Jay Prince's bodyguard. I think. I heard that. So Jay Prince was, and understand, Jay Prince was doing the record label thing years before Death Row. So a lot of people got the game from Jay Prince as far as independent hip-hop labels. Jay Prince was one of the first to do that. You dig? King, what? No, nobody's hating on Pop. What the fuck are you talking about? Cube, I will give Cube, yeah, because Cube was in my top 5. Cube was in my top 5. I put Cube as number 6. He's the 6th man. But yeah, DOC, he's from Houston. No, DOC is from Dallas. Yeah, DOC is from Dallas. But a lot of folks got the game from Jay Prince. When you look at it, Jay was the first, one of the first, if not the first, like hip-hop label moguls. And he was doing that very like in 86, I think. You dig? He gave Big Mike a solo album, so he stayed with rap a lot. But Big Mike, didn't Big Mike, from what I heard, there was a conflict going on with Jay Prince and Big Mike burned down one of Jay Prince's studios, and I think Big Mike went to jail over that shit. There's a lot of crazy shit that that goes on behind the scenes, man. Like my boule, brother. Yeah, but, Jay Prince is not that dude to fuck around. Jay Prince do not fuck around. Did y'all, Jay Prince used to manage Floyd Mayweather. Jay Prince used to manage Floyd. And the word on the streets was Floyd was trying to get out of a deal with Jay Prince or something. Floyd was trying to get out the deal. And some goons came through Floyd Mayweather's training camp, and some folks got touched up. Some goons came through, Floyd wasn't there, but you know, some of Floyd's people who's with him now, the word is they got touched up a little bit. Big Mike tried to burn down the office. I heard he burned down the studio. But yeah, some of Floyd Mayweather's people got touched up. Because they were kind of trying to fuck around with Jay Prince's paper. And Bob Arum, I think that's his name, he had to write a big-ass check to Floyd. You dig? What didn't happen, Jay? Bob Arum got Floyd out that deal. Right. And he had to write him like, what, $600,000 or something like that? Yeah, that's what they need, a goddamn movie about Rap-A-Lot. That's the damn movie. That would be a tight movie. Yeah, Bob Arum had to pay like $600K. Charm, the release date with July or August. July or August. Yeah. And then, yeah, and that's Royce. And I always had them as a tie. And the reason I give M a little bit more because of the hits that M has made. But Royce is a beast lyrically. Man. Yeah. The DEA was trying to get at Jay Prince big time. And Big L was that dude, but I just kind of, Big L didn't have that. He didn't have a long run, But Big L, he was a beast. Big L was a beast. So you got to factor in a lot of stuff when it comes to, who's a top five. And one thing, I just kind of, I base it off consistency. That's one thing you got to do. You got to base it on consistency. And there's like a lot of one-hitter quitters. There's like one or two guys who just made a hell of a dope record. They might have made one or two records that were hella dope. So it's hard to give them that, to put them in that top five. Like Rakim, he came out with, tight fucking songs after tight songs, just over and over again. Like the whole album just spitting. The second album, spitting. You dig? Nas, consistently spitting. Scarface, since '88, consistently spitting. You dig? This damn fly. Oh. Got his ass. Got your ass, fly. Man. But we need to have a category of underrated rappers. Who do y'all think? What's your top five underrated people who are thorough but they don't get the props? Like Redman is one. Tretch from Naughty by Nature, he's one. He's very underrated. Andre 3000 is underrated. You dig? 8 Ball and MJG, very underrated. What's up, James Prince? There's a fake James Prince in the room. Shout out to the fake James Prince in the room. Somebody has the name James Prince in here. Yeah, Mystical, Big Crit, he's underrated. Black Thought is underrated. Papoose, Papoose has been spitting real heavy lately. Chubb Rock, he's very underrated. When I did the interview with Chubb Rock down in Atlanta. Corrupt, Killer Mike. Killer Mike is very underrated. That's my brother. MC Ren too. Yeah, MC Ren has always been underrated. Buster is very underrated. Razzcazz underrated, yeah. I would say DMX is underrated. I wouldn't say that. This nigga said Bubba Sparks. Man, if you don't get your ass out of here. AZ, yeah. Who else? Twister. Twister's good because Twister, his flow, yeah, I give him that. I give him because Twister's good. He's good. Tech Nine, yeah. Pharoah Monch. All right. Was it Jazzo? Luda? Ludacris, he's underrated. Luda's very thorough. Man, okay, so y'all just naming every rapper. Pastor Troy. Whatever happened to Lil Flip? All my Texas people. I ain't heard nothing from Lil Flip in a long time. What happened to him? All right, y'all can stop naming rappers now. Y'all just naming everybody. All right, no more names. Y'all ain't got to name no more people. All right. But what happened to Lil Flip? Yeah, that he fell off after the T.I. beef. Didn't Jay Prince kind of come in between them and that beef too? I heard Jay Prince kind of stepped in and kind of got him to get off that bullshit too. I know when T.I. and Lil Flip was going at it, but T.I. was getting in his ass. And T.I. is underrated too. I think T.I., people underestimate how T.I. can flow. You did? Say the K-Flex album was slept on. Well, that's why I'm doing the Mink Slide. You know, I'm doing that just to have a catalog. Because y'all know my old mixtapes, them shits be selling overseas for thousands of damn dollars. Yeah, my old mixtapes, the Wash Your Ass and all that shit I used to do in the 80s and 90s, man, I be looking at like German eBay sites and that shit be like $1,000 here, and they be having my shit for like going for big paper. I'm like, damn. I said, let me get a catalog that I can really control, because those are just some like loose bullshit ass songs we used to record back in the day and put them in the swap meet. And now, because of who I am, these people get these things and they're collector's items now. You understand? So that's why I'm doing the Mink Slide thing, because I want that to be a collector's item. You dig? I don't care how it does now, but I want that thing to be a collector's item. You dig? Nigga, why you bullshitting? The K-Flex mixtapes. There's some Norwegians over there bumping them shits. Heavy. You dig? Man. Nigga, I saw Mike Jones, speaking of Texas, nigga, Mike Jones, last I saw Mike Jones, he was doing a damn local commercial for a rent center or some shit. It was something real cheap. I'm like, damn, brother. Like, I am Mike Jones. If you want to get you some furniture on credit, come on down here to Rent Center in Valdosta, Georgia. Oh, God damn. No, I'm not getting paid on those old mixtapes because, you know, it's like old distributors and all those people got them. So I'm not getting no money on them old mixtapes. No, the movie Blow, it wasn't about Pablo. It was about George. I can't think of George's name, but the guy, it was about a guy. He met Pablo. You know, he did business with Pablo. You're thinking about moving to Houston. A lot of black folks are moving down there to Texas. There's a lot of opportunities down there for black people.
Yes, I'm interested.
You dig? Yeah, Crooked Eye is definitely underrated. What happened to Lil Kiki? That was Southside was my shit. Southside was the business. Blacks giving Republicans our vote. What's my thoughts on blacks giving Republicans our vote? Seem like Trump is ready to prove how bad Obama was. Dude, the Republicans, they haven't made any promises to us. And this whole thing about them criticizing Obama, don't let them fool you with that. All this stuff about, well, Obama didn't pardon this black person or that black person. Look, and like I said on my last show, if Obama had pardoned any black person, these same Republicans complaining would have cried bloody murder. They would have lost their damn minds. They would have lost their damn minds. You live in North Dallas. Shout out to, I got to get back out there. Whenever, Dallas, whenever we do the movies, whenever we have the movies coming out, Dallas, for some reason, the movie theaters always sell out first in Dallas. When I look at the movie ticket sales, asking dumb shit, and now it's time for you to get off. Just get off the page. The live stream is off again. Okay, it's working right now. But I'm about to get off here because we're about to go watch 90 Day Fiancé. Are the boys sleeping? Mm-hmm. All right, y'all. I'm out of here. You dig? Yeah, it's about time for me to get up out of here, but I need y'all to go to, speaking of Mink Slide, go to minkslide.com. Get your Mink Slide shirts. Get ready for that album, Egyptian Musk, coming soon. I'll let y'all hear a little snippet of a song called Wish for Love, featuring me and the APX from down in Atlanta, funking the hell up. The next single is going to be City Lights from the Mink Slide album, Egyptian Musk, and the album is coming this summer. Shout out to Visit Black Houston, that's my brother. What's up, DJ Scrap Dirty? Shout out to my beautiful, wonderful mods. They were modding the room, very thorough, keeping the room. See, we got some thorough-ass mods in the room. They make the room flow smooth. Get your 1804 DVDs. Go watch your movie 1804. Really study that movie. I really want y'all to study that. I really want y'all to study that. You dig? And I'm still working out the thought process behind Hidden Colors 5. Before I launch the announcement for that, I just got to get everything. I just got to, figure out everything I'm going to talk about. So that's going to be coming soon. I'll announce that. Right now, I'm in the spirit stage, because before I do movies, I got to get into a spiritual mindset. I got to get my mind prepared, because when I do these movies, I put everything into them. In Hidden Colors 5, there's so much anticipation for us to start doing it. So, we got to really come correct. So I got to open my mind up spiritually so that the ancestors can tell me what they want the world to know. That's how I approach it. You heard Peanut yawning in the back. Peanut's always making some goddamn noise, ain't she? Peanut's always making noise in the back with that loud ass yawn, like a damn tiger at the zoo. Yeah. Oh yeah, we definitely got to talk about these coons. But again, the universe has to tell me what they want known. I open my mind up to it. I got to open my mind up to it. We definitely gonna talk about them coons. You did. Yeah, we're going to definitely talk about the nutrition thing. We're going to talk about that. I'm going to talk about some of the stuff that Dr. Sebi brought to the table. You understand? But anyway, man, y'all need to go to 1804movie.com. Go to hiddencolorsfilm.com. Y'all want this shirt, go to tariqelite.com. This Ogun shirt. This is a big seller right here. Go to tariqelite.com. That's how the Native Americans would do. Wait for a sign. Yeah. And Dr. Wilson used to talk about that too. She talked about how the universe and the ancestors would guide her to certain books when she started really studying white supremacy. She talked about how something told her to go get a book out the library, and when she opened the book, the very page, I mean, the ancestors guided her to the exact page that talked about how AIDS was manufactured. This is something she read back in the 60s or 70s, how a new disease is being manufactured, and they're going to blame it on monkeys and all this old stuff. So she was just talking about how a lot of knowledge was brought to her by the universe and the ancestors. The spirit would guide her into that direction. And that's true. That's very true. How, certain information comes to you once you open yourself up to that. Oshun is gold and yellow, yes. Yeah, that'll happen to you. The thing is, we just got to look out for it. You got to look out for it. Zeers Miles, y'all, I talked about him before. Zeers Miles, how that brother used to talk about AIDS and where it came from and shit. That brother died quickly. This brother was talking about the conspiracy about AIDS and all that in the 80s. That's why nobody's never heard of that dude. They got rid of him before the internet started popping. You dig? They tried to erase Zeers Miles. I'm surprised some of y'all even knew who Zeers Miles was. I'm surprised some of y'all even knew, because I'm like, I haven't heard that name in damn near 20 years. A dude named Zeers Miles from back in the day. He used to live out here in LA. I used to hear about this dude all the time on the streets, on the underground. About this brother would write these books and papers about how they're deliberately giving AIDS out and how they're suppressing the treatments and how they're going to use AIDS against black folks. I mean, this dude was telling this shit back in the 80s. All of that stuff came true. You dig? So that brother really died quick of mysterious causes. And they erased everything about him. You can't find nothing on Zeers Miles. Zeers Miles. Miles. You can't find shit on that brother. If people in LA know. If you were around that time back then, you know. You dig? Is it Z-E-A? It's Z-E-A-R-S. Okay. I said Z-E-E-R-S. It's Z-E-A-R-S. My bad. My bad. I put the wrong vowels in there. I'm fucking up. I'm on some speak and spell, reading rainbow ass shit. Yeah, this dude, Zeers Miles, this motherfucker would have so many damn receipts with the shit he was saying. This brother had just receipts out the damn ass. There's recordings of him on YouTube. Yeah. You might find some things on here on YouTube of him. You might find some things of him on YouTube. Oh, Tony Brown got an interview with him? Oh, I got to look that up on you. I got to look that up. Yeah, I got to look that up. Simply unique. You're not blocked because I can see you. And that's why it's important for us to kind of look out for folks who bring that truth. Because people like Zeers Miles, more folks should know about him. It's a shame this brother did so much thorough work. And, that's what the white supremacists do. They'll try to erase your ass. That's why I'm so vocal, so I can get the shit out there. I'm like, hey, here it is, here it is, here it is, here it is. You dig? Because back then you didn't have the internet. Where my LA people speak? Because I see I got some LA folks in here. Before the internet, how many of y'all remember the LA party line? The LA party line was the internet before the internet.
I used to go on that.
Used to go on that?
Yeah.
How many of y'all remember that? The LA party line. 976-7070. That was the number.
That was different.
You had a different, the one, I'm talking, y'all got to be old school from LA to remember that. It was 976-7070. You got to be old school to the motherfucker to remember that out here in LA. There was a jingle on K-Day. They had a jingle. They used to rap it. 976-7070. That's where we go. That's where we got to go. Back in the late 80s, early 90s. But our party line was cracking. Yep, they used to play that on Gate. 9767. That was the shit back in the day. You used to run your mama phone bill up calling that shit. I used to run my own phone bill up because I was out here by myself. Memphis had a party line there. Back then, the party lines were popping back in the 90s. Damn, I went to the 976 numbers. Yeah, that was the party line. That's the, as kids, that was the, there was no internet back then. Like 90, I'm talking about like 1990, 91 and all that. There was no internet. This was before AOL chat line. This was before the AOL chat line. That was the shit then, but you know, we used to go to the 976-7070. That was the part. That was the internet before the internet. You dig? And you'd meet some fine breezies on there too. Not as fine as this motherfucker sitting over here, looking good as hell. But you would find some bad motherfuckers on there. Would I ever create a party line? Hell no. No. Why would I create a damn party line in 2018 and the motherfucker got Instagram? That's the party line. Will I create a party? No. You say S. Lawton, you say you meet some fine dudes too? Oh, S. Lawton was giving up some of that party line booty. You dig? But no, I wouldn't start a party line. Well, you know what? They still kind of, they don't have party lines no more, but they got the sex lines. Y'all watch MTV late at night? They always got some little methed out looking chick. Hi. What are you doing? Why don't you call me? They got that. Y'all watch MTV late at night. They be having that. And then they'll go an extra mile and be a dude. And he's gay as hell, but he don't ever say he's gay. They got a male line. It's like they always real vague. It'd be some dude with his shirt off. Like, hey, I'm here lonely tonight. What y'all about to do? Why don't you call me? 1-900-HOT-BALLS. Because I need somebody to talk to. Maybe it can be you. It's a fake laugh. Like, you know you're talking to another nigga on the phone. Just say you're talking to another nigga. It's like this implied homosexuality in the commercial. Hey, nigga laying on his stomach and shit, looking over at the camera. Hey, what you doing up this time of night? You know, if you need somebody to talk to, I'm here. Just pick up the phone. Just call me. I'm only a call away. I got some lotion. I got some whipped cream. I got some KY jelly. I'm here looking for somebody lonely like you. So that's called 1-800-ENTRANCE. Because you enter the nigga booty hole. Like, nigga, y'all don't get this bullshit up out of here. This moist ass shit. The dude, it's always the moist dudes doing that shit. Man. You know it ain't for no women to call up. Ain't no woman about to be like, oh damn, let me call these niggas. Shit. Well, you know what that's about. Man. Lord. But anyway, man, let me get out of here. Man, y'all, again, go order your Ogun shirts. Go get your Ogun shirts, guys, at TariqElite.com. TariqElite.com. All right, I'm about to be out of here. Oh, my keyboard players. If you're a keyboard player here in LA, please don't email me and you in Tampa. I hate when people do shit like that. I'm like, hey, I need somebody for this in LA. Hey, man, I can do that. Where you at? I'm in Philadelphia right now. Goddamn. Don't. All right, email me, info@TariqElite.com. info@TariqElite.com. You dig? All right. Y'all be good, family.